This video is intended solely for educational and informational purposes. This video does not promote or condone hacking for malicious purposes. Unauthorized hacking to an online game is against the game's terms of service and will result in a ban. I'm not responsible for any misuse of the information provided. By watching this video, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your actions and agree to use the information responsibly. The target game we're going to hack is Assault Cube. It's free. This is the link where you download it, and it's also linked below in the description. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to install this version. We're not installing the newest version, we're installing the old version, because that way there's other tutorials on the internet using this version. So it's very important for everyone to be on the same version. So even though I do have it installed, I'm going to reinstall it. Oh, and the next thing you need to install is Cheat Engine. It is also linked below in the description. Download this. I don't know, there's a light version. I already have it installed. Really, it's blocking it. Okay, so that's good. I can show you guys why it might give you a block. Okay, that's annoying. Download it with Edge. Even though I already have it installed, see if Edge will work. All right, good. See, if it's something suspicious, Microsoft will tell you right away. So I'm gonna show you it's legit. Why am I blurry? They might have some right here. Okay, good. Some people would automatically install this. They have bloatware, so you have to decline. Okay, so that way you decline all the Wow, Microsoft is actually blocking it. Oh my god. Yes, I know it's a hacking tool, Microsoft. Yeah, it's a hacking tool. That screwed up the install. I've had Cheat Engine installed for years. It's safe. But Microsoft detects it correctly as a hacking tool. It is a hacking tool. God, now it's busted. Now it's infinitely stuck on this thing. Bro, let me close it. Right here, Cheat Engine. Doesn't even want to end task. I had to open Task Manager and look for the Cheat Engine icon. It was labeled setup/uninstall. Oh, hold on, this is it. And then I had to end task it. I think we got it. We got it. It's that one. No, come back. Come back, downloaded stuff. Just make sure you decline all this stuff. Okay, so it's installed, even though I already had it installed. But it's going to detect it as a virus. It's not. I've had this program installed for years. And why am I blurry again? Had this program installed for years, and it's basically a hacking tool. Microsoft correctly detects it as a hacking tool because it's a hacking tool. So this tutorial is going to be focused on the first thing you want to do. The first thing you want to do is read and write to memory. So we want to start with, let's go our health. That's what everyone does. So you want to go somewhere, find a grenade. It's right here. So the map we are on, if you want to find the map, but we're not going to switch maps, is this one. You want to attach to the game. Have this stuff saved already, but no. So you first want to do is search for 100, because that's your current health. first scan, right? There's going to be a bunch of addresses. Then you want to throw the grenade, and you want to be close enough to receive some damage. So then you search for your new health, 96, and you're going to have a few of them. So just add them both, double click. And you're going to change it to something. Okay, this one didn't do anything, right? So this one's not correct. And so the game doesn't crash. Change this back to 96. Change this one too. And notice our health has changed. Now we got to make sure it actually worked. See, we took a lot of damage. Bigger number. It might still one-shot us. Yeah, it still one-shot us because it received so much damage. But we know this one's the correct one. So now we know this is our health. Delete this one. But the problem with this is if we close the game and reopen it, this address is going to change. So what you want to do is pointer scanner for this address and just have the settings set as default, whatever you see here. Do I have a cheat engine file? And you're going to get a bunch of addresses. I typically want the lowest pointer, lowest offsets and pointer. So these are going to be the ones you want to look for. But here's the trick that I do. You close the game. Then reopen it. Reattach. Keep the list. And see, this one changed to 0, which is not right because our health is 100. But if you look at these, some of these are wrong. But it looks like these are correct. So these are, since we're going to add these since they're the lowest offset, one offset. And it looks like all of these work. So that's basically, I'm pretty sure if I close it and reopen it, these are going to always work. That's why you find pointers. So there we go, got this health. I'm going to show you that this is actually the health because we're going to be playing at some bots. Got to reset our health. And they're going to take forever to kill you. See, they're going to take forever. But damn, they hit you pretty hard, like 100. So this is our health, all of our health. This one can delete because it's wrong. And what you can also do is freeze it. Freeze whatever one, it's going to freeze all of them. And basically what the freeze does is it constantly writes the same value to it. So when you get shot, it reduces your health, and then it rewrites the address that you froze it to. So right now we're going to do this in code. So that way we have a program that does this. So you want to open Visual Studio. This one's free. I should have said download Visual Studio. Visual Studio is free. Let me show you where to download it from. The download link for Visual Studio is also in the description. You want to download this one, Visual Studio's community. I already have installed, but I'm going to show you the install process. Hey Wolf, welcome to the live stream. There's an update. I don't want anything to break, so I'm not going to update it. I have quite a few versions. Okay, so okay, I'm pretty sure I'm using this one because it's telling me update available. But basically, you're gonna go to download. There's gonna be a button to download, and this is what you're gonna need to download. Once you click the download or install, you want to have. I guess you can install Python because that'll be my further tutorials. So I have this installed. I have this installed. I have this installed. I have this installed. I have this one installed, and then you're gonna click install while downloading, and that's about it. And that should take you exactly here. New project. Go to empty project. I hate the fact that it's in the wrong folder always. Name this to the title of the live stream. First thing you want to do is you want to add the source. C++. Add. Set it to x86. I mean, you can set it to 64. It'll probably still work, but definitely want to have it correctly set up. All right. The first thing you want to do is you want to includes. Then you want to include this. Get process ID. Process ID is basically this number in a salt cube. So all video games, everything has its own process ID. So you want to get the process ID from this. So this line of code does that. It basically takes a snapshot of all the processes. And then once you import the input, the process name, it searches through all the processes until it finds this process name, acclient.exe. The second thing you need is the module base address. Basically, a module base address is where the code starts. So okay, so for AC client, the module base is 400,000. This is where the code starts. Other things start in different locations. So basically, it finds it programmatically this way. The same way it finds the first part finds the base address, it finds this number, and then this line of code finds this number. So then you have these two lines of code. So then you want to make sure your code works by testing it. So basically we're going to put a breakpoint and make sure these two lines of code, this line of code is from here. So just going to close it. And this line of code is from here. So now we're going to test it and make sure these two functions work. Okay, so this finds, okay, that's in hex. You got to change it to not hex. So 85,924. So it correctly finds this. So it correctly finds the process ID of this. Don't worry, Renato, I won't. Okay, so in the second line of code, this is, I think I'm going to change this one in hex back. So second line of code finds this, 400,000. And as we know, 400,000 is the base address of AC client. So now we know both these functions work. That's all these functions do. This finds the process ID, which is here, and then this one finds the base address, which is here. This is where the assault cube first starts in the video game's memory. So that's why you gotta know the information. Okay, and then the first thing you want to do is you want to just create a handle process. And then the first thing you want to do your first function is going to use the H process to open the process and get all access. So we're going to get all access from this process, from acclient.exe. That's the first line of code. And the first thing we're going to do is we want to read, because you notice our health. Our health is two addresses. You have this plus that equals this. And then you have an offset. So this line of code, read process memory. Okay, so basically this line of code should find this address. And to explain what read process memory does, so read process memory, what it does, okay, so the first line is the handle, second line is the address, so these two right here combined will give you the address. The buffer is where it's going to store the address. Once you read this address and it gets this, it's going to store there. And the size is going to be uint pointer, which is going to be this, whatever this one is. And the last one you set to 0. Okay, so now we're going to test and make sure our code works. Okay, so this line of code, all it should do is read this. It should get this value. So let's see. Okay, so it correctly found this value. So it's AC client, this, plus that number, gets you to this address. So we have one more offset. So we're going to do another read process memory. Okay, so this one right here, you have to add this one in here. Because basically you have to add that this plus 58 will equal this number. So we're going to put this in here plus x, 0x for hex, 5, 8. I mean F8. And then it's going to store, and we should get this value. Or we should get the health value. So let's see what we get. Oh no, hold on, let's iterate through it. So nothing yet. Step into it. So we correctly got this address, okay. And then we're going to step through it again. Am I dead or something? Man, they keep killing me. I gotta okay. Do that again. They really want me dead. Okay, so step into it. We get that address and step into it again. And this is the health, the hex of our health, which is constantly lowering. And then it stores it here. But what you want to do is you don't want to store that here. You want to store it as that. So replace this with this. Replace that with the int. So this will correctly read our health. Let's put it. Put it the hex. So it reads this address. And then you combine these two. And then this plus F8 will equal our health value. Which you gotta set it back to not hex. So our health value was 7,000 a little bit ago. And how you write to it equals 999, right? So how you write to it is you need to know this information. So it's basically the same thing as the last read process memory. This plus that, and then our health value. This is what we're going to write to it. This stores it. The read process memory stores it here. And the write process memory writes whatever we have here. So let's run the code. And it should give us 999 health. There you go, 999 health. And we can put this all in a while loop. To infinitely write us 111 health. So now we have infinite health. As you tell, you shoot me, but we are constantly writing 9999 to that address. The full source code is at my Patreon, link below. If you have any video suggestions or any questions, leave a comment. If this has helped you out, leave a like, and thank you for watching.